With a ton of new returning Pokemon in the Indigo Disc DLC, I have chosen the 6 Pokemon which I'll be using in order to complete the story, quests, battles and more. These Pokemon have been chosen specifically for double battles, as the Indigo Disc focuses primarily on double battles, and apparently the trainers are not so easy this time round. Even though I am confident that I'll murk all these NPCs, you never know, something tricky might pop up. And there's also a rumour going around that there will be a boss trainer like Red, which has Pokemon at level 90. I don't know how true this is yet, but I'm going to prepare for the worst. The first Pokemon I'm going to be hunting to use is going to be Reuniclus.
Reuniclus, the multiplying Pokemon, and the evolved form of Duosion.
It's a beautiful Pokemon, beautiful design. I love this Pokemon so much and I'm so excited to use it. This Pokemon has a nice ability known as Overcoat, which prevents it from taking residual damage from weather conditions like hail or sandstorm. And that's good for double battles because the opponent may set up weather conditions and use that to chip away damage done to my Pokemon. Aside from that, Reuniclus has a very good special attack stat, 125, like that's really high. Especially with high power moves like Psychic, which do 90 damage, pair that up with a good high special attack Pokemon right like Reuniclus, you're going to be laughing. And Reuniclus also has access to Psyshock, which if you guys didn't know, Psyshock deals damage based on the Pokemon's defensive stats. So if the Pokemon is less defensive, I'm going to be using Psyshock instead of Psychic. So if one doesn't work, then I'm just going to use the other, which is really good, especially for weaker defensive Pokemon. Reuniclus's HP is good, defense is really good, and then special defense is good as well, so it's a very tanky Pokemon. But the worst part is of course its speed. So I'm planning on actually bringing a Trick Room user, which is going to maximize the power I could deal with Reuniclus. I'll probably have moves on Reuniclus like Protect, Psychic, Psyshock and Shadow Ball. Those 3 moves can hit Pokemon for decent damage, and Protect will allow me to set up Trick Room with my other Pokemon whilst I protect myself and don't take any damage. I'm going to attach leftovers on Reuniclus and maximize its special attack and HP. This Pokemon is literally so easy to evolve. It evolves at level 32 and then at level 41, so I don't need any special items in order to make it evolve. Straight up, easy, beautiful design, beautiful Pokemon. As I said, I can't wait to use it. The next Pokemon I'm going to be using is Delphox. You guys might know that Delphox was already available in Scarlet and Violet through the Terror Raids. It was a 7-star Terror Raid, but it's coming back as a starter Pokemon. Obviously, Fennekin is going to be available, so I'll probably end up catching Fennekin. To be fair, I already have it, so I'll probably use the one I already have, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. And Delphox is actually one of the few Pokemon that are coming new to Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc, which learn Trick Room. So I'm kind of like forced to use it in a sense. Delphox has 2 abilities. One is called Blaze, one is called Magician. Blaze is of course a standard fire starter ability, which I'm probably going to use over Magician just because Magician is kind of risky. Imagine stealing like a choice band or choice scarf, which I don't really want to use on Delphox. So I'd rather just pick an ability that I'm more safe using rather than risking it. So I'm probably going to pick Blaze. Blaze is just better overall. I could deal a lot of damage when it comes to like using Heat Wave or Flamethrower, you know, fire type moves. So I think that's just a better ability to use. The moves I'm going to have on Delphox are going to be Trick Room, Heat Wave, Psychic and Light Screen. I'll probably give it the item Light Clay, which will make Light Screen work for 8 turns instead of 5. Which will be really good because it will just protect my team from taking a lot of damage from special attacks. Alright guys, the third Pokemon which I'm going to use is Scrafty. Hoodlum Scrafty. And Scrafty is going to gain massive benefits from me using Trick Room because it's got a very low speed stat of 58. But the main reason why I picked Scrafty is because it resists the moves which is super effective on Reuniclus and Delphox, which are ghost type moves and dark type moves. Whilst Reuniclus resists fighting type moves, which are super effective against Scrafty. So they basically go hand in hand. It's going to be good. Plus, Scrafty is just one of my favourite Pokemon. I used to love Scraggy in the anime. I love watching Scraggy in the anime. Was it no, Ash had Scraggy, right? I'm pretty sure. It's got access to moves like High Jump Kick, which obviously you got a chance of missing, but I'm going to risk it with Scrafty. High Jump Kick, as I said, is risky, especially in double battles, but I'm going to risk it. I'm going to make Scrafty one of those riskable Pokemon, which if it hits, it's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be risky, but I do really want to use him, especially when he's got access to Intimidate. I'm going to give him Assault Vest and turn him into an absolute beast. fourth Pokemon, you guys might not actually expect this, but I picked Toucannon. Toucannon with Sheer Force. What do you guys know about that? Absolute beast. Birds are like my favorite type of Pokemon. Staraptor, Braviary, Toucannon. We've already had Braviary and Staraptor, so I was like, I'm going to use a new bird that we haven't got yet. So Toucannon came up. I'm like, yeah, cool. I haven't used him since Alola. I was like, yeah, chuck him in. Boom. I'm going to give him the moves Steel Wing, Sky Attack, Drill Peck, and Boom Burst. Guys, Sky Attack, Sheer Force, Sky Attack. Read that. Are you mad? I'm going to make Toucannon the slowest it could possibly be. It's already decently slow with 60 speed stat. It's not the slowest in my team. It's actually one of the fastest, along with the next two Pokemon. I think if I do manage to make it really slow, it could be really well used with Trick Room, which I'm planning to do. I'm going to give this bird a Life Orb, and this bird is going to do damage. Sheer Force, Life Orb, Toucannon. Wow. Anyways, the fifth Pokemon I'm going to bring is my boy Swampert. I'm excited. Do you know how excited I am? Look at this little guy. That's how excited I am. That's me right there. That's me right there right now. Honestly though, Swampert with Earthquake, you're laughing. You're literally laughing. And give him a choice band as well, you're laughing even more. You're going to be laughing all day. I'll probably pair Swampert with Toucannon since Toucannon is a bird. It resists all ground type moves. Apparently, even though its animation is probably it sitting down, it's not going to be flying. It is what it is. It's going to resist ground type moves. Earthquake, Boom Burst, Toucannon. You're going to be laughing. I'm going to give Swampert the moves Earthquake, Waterfall, Protect, and Rock Slide. Very powerful double battle moves, especially with Rock Slide. And the coolest part is, guys, is that Swampert has the ability Damp, which prevents any Pokemon from blowing up. So Electrode, out of here. I don't want no one blowing up on the field. I'm going to put in Swampert, no one is blowing up. So far, so good. And then finishing off, my last Pokemon is going to be Bellossom. Bellossom is a nice Pokemon, barely used, which I like. I like using underrated Pokemon. It's got Healer as an ability, which is really good. It can heal any status conditions that my Pokemon may have on the field, which is really good in double battles, as you guys might know. It's got decent stats. Its speed stat is the worst, but I'm fine with that because I got Trick Room. I got a Trick Room team. That's good with me. It is a bulky Pokemon. It could take a couple hits. I'll probably end up giving it like, what did I put here? I didn't put no item. I'm going to leave Bellossom with no item because it's a real G. It doesn't need item. Real Gs don't use items. Bellossom has access to moves like Dazzling Gleam, Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, and Quiver Dance. Quiver Dance is crazy. Even by herself, Bellossom is a major threat to NPCs.
Anyways, that has been my team. I hope you enjoyed listening to me chat crap. I want to know what Pokemon you guys are going to use in your teams, so let me know down in the comment section below.